Devin the Dream Haney speaks on Gervonta Davis, talking about retirement. He was asked about it, and Devin kept it real. He said, I don't think that guy's retiring, and if he does, who cares? Because obviously that makes sense. Like, I'm not saying Devin's ducking Tank, because I think Devin has a great resume. He's taken a lot of risks that honestly he hasn't had to take, a lot of fights that he didn't really need to take. None of his peers were really taking big fights, like the Lomachenko fight, besides Teofimo Lopez, and then fighting guys like Regis, and then fighting Ryan, obviously. So you can't take that away from Devin. So this is why I think his opinion's valid, and he's talking about Tank retiring. You know, he's saying that he doesn't really care, because honestly that's another name that he doesn't have to deal with. You know, making these big fights isn't easy anymore. We're in a place where it's like almost rare to see the best fight the best. That's the state of boxing right now, and it's unfortunate. But when money becomes the center of attention and everybody just wants to make money, all these fighters simply want to make money, especially if they're fighting a big name. They're chasing the money. You know, they always say the more you chase money, the faster it runs, right? So that's what every boxer is doing. In the meantime, we're not getting the fights that we want. So for Devin, he's going to have to, you know, continue to make these big fights. I'm not saying that he's guilty of this, but a lot of people aren't doing what Devin's done. Devin's fought dangerous opponents. He's fought Loma. He's fought Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia's fought Devin Haney. He's fought Tank. But Tank, specifically, he's fought Ryan, but it was a dehydrated Ryan. And then, obviously, we're hearing about all this talk of him retiring. And a big reason why Devin doesn't believe it is because, like, there's so much money on the table. I say this all the time. I think you guys already know this, but when you're sitting at a table and Tank's, you know, right there, and there's so much money involved and there's so many options in terms of big mega fights that you're probably going to win, it's hard to believe that he's going to walk away from that. And I'm not saying money's everything. I just explained to you, the more you chase money, the faster it runs. But for Tank specifically, when you have the talent and you do your job, you fulfill your duty as a fighter, the money's going to come. That's just how it is. But he has to, take every step and do it the right way and give the people what they want, which is a big fight between Tank and Shakur Stevenson, Tank and Devin Haney, or Tank and Ryan Garcia in a rematch where Ryan doesn't have to get dehydrated. But obviously that fight's a little bit like on the back burner, but still a good fight. Still a really good fight if Tank was willing to go up, because honestly he's running out of opponents. Like, we're seeing that Lamont Roach fight. I believe after this he'll have 2 more fights, and if one of those guys isn't Devin, or if it's not Shakur, more importantly, then it's like, how much credit are people going to give Tank in terms of his, overall career? And I think that's a big reason why, a lot of people like Devin and me, don't really understand him retiring. It doesn't really make sense. But like, if he does it, I respect it, but it's kind of weird. Like, we've never seen a fighter like that just all of a sudden retire. It kind of reminds me of, Khabib, who, is in the UFC, not a boxer, obviously, but he made his money, fought, one big name, Conor McGregor, and then kind of just rode off. And I'm not saying, Khabib didn't fight just one big name, but like, there were other fights out there for him to take, but he ended up retiring. But that's a little bit different because he lost his father, and, it's a little bit more complicated. But with Tank, it's just like, you have the world of boxing in your hands. You're the biggest star right now, and you're probably the most talented star. You're probably the face of boxing alongside maybe Ryan, Terrence Crawford, Canelo. Those are, like, honestly the biggest cash cows in the sport of boxing that everybody knows about. Everybody knows these fighters, and they're coming to see them. They're always going to sell out big arenas no matter who they're fighting, and that's what Tank does understand. He understands that, and that's why he's kind of, I'm not going to say fooling the people, but when you're fighting names that you're gonna knock out, but you got that reputation of, this guy's a knockout artist, so we gotta go watch his fight. That's what Tank's doing. He's playing that card and using that to his advantage, which he's totally allowed to do. But real boxing fans want to see all of that potential that we see in Tank. It's even more than potential. It's just like superstardom and skill and just talent. It's talent that we want to see tested against the best in the business. So that's why we want to see Tank. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys agree with me and Devin saying that we don't believe that Tank's retiring because there's just too much on the table right now? Maybe it's a little bit of a publicity stunt, or is he really gonna retire? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. But thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next Nabs Boxing video. I appreciate your view. Thank you guys. Peace.
That's going to do it for another NASFIGHT Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.